Some DJs chase the spotlight, others shape the underground. Before residencies were cool, before genres had names, before anyone in Bangalore even knew what drum and bass was, he was already behind the decks, crafting something different. He didn't just play music, he introduced genres. He didn't follow the wave, he built it. From cassette decks in Mysore to vinyl-only nights in Bangalore, he's been bending sound and expectation since the 90s. He's not just a DJ, he's a mood, a memory, a movement. Ladies and gents, you're listening to the journey of Vachan Chinnappa. Vachan, welcome on the Vic Fix.
Thank you for having me here.
Such a pleasure to have you. You are one of the most requested guests on the Vic Fix. Like, we have had so many comments asking us like, when is Vachan coming on the show? And we finally have you here. I'm personally very excited and pumped about this particular episode because, every single guest that I've got on the Vic Fix, they have spoken very highly about you and the influence they've had on their career and shaping their journey.
Sweet of them.
Yeah. So let's dive right in to where it all started.
It all started when I was really young. My dad had a lot of vinyls. My mom is a dancer. My dad is a singer. He used to sing like not a professional singer, but he used to sing a lot in his college days. And a lot of records during that time. My dad used to like collect all these vinyls, and I remember when I was like really young. In Coog, we love hosting people at home, and people love visiting each other's homes. So my place was in Hunsor, which is in between Mysore and Coog. So who was passing by would stop by, and it would be a evening of drinks and hanging out and food and stuff.
Yeah.
And around that time, like I would like to play music on the records for people. Though they were talking, I would play something so that and maybe like show off my dance moves and stuff.
Right.
So that's when I remember like playing records. My dad used to of course, I've scratched few of his records, but he used to allow me to play music. And I mean, I didn't think much of it then, but now I think of it like my influence was right from the beginning. And when like I used to play these records and maybe like entertain my dad's friends.
So while this was the growing up journey, and then from there onwards college happened, and then you shifted base to Mysore, right? So your schooling, everything was done in Hunsor.
In Hunsor for a bit.
Yeah.
Till about 4th standard. Then from there, I moved to Mysore until college. My sister, me, all of us, like, we listen to a lot of music. We moved into some pop music, Top of the Pops used to be there on TV those days. Like, we'd go to our neighbors or auntie, like at 11:30 in the night. Can you please watch that thing? We used to go to somebody's house and watch TV, Top of the Pops, or some other like Hot 100, something, some music playlist was to be played in the middle of the night those days. So we used to listen to a lot of music those days. And my mom used to host, like she used to have a paying guest thing for college students, because we had a big place in Mysore.
Okay.
We used to have like rooms given to like college students, like a paying guest. And those kids used to listen to a lot of rock music. And the first sound of the guitar was heard at my place while these guys were playing it. Jethro Tull. I heard Jethro Tull first. Then Judas Priest, AC/DC, and like, wow, this like from pop to this is like, whoa, and this is my calling. Like, and I really was pulled towards that sound, and I used to sing along with the tapes.
Okay.
My mom used to like force me to go to Carnatic classical singing classes. This is the exact time where all my friends are playing cricket, and I had to go. Yeah. I used to curse her like, oh, I won't rather be playing here instead of. Now I appreciate what she did.
Yeah.
And I used to sing along with tapes, like all the tapes, and so I had a good voice. I used to train singing along with the tapes. Around the time, there was this band called Z-Axis. They were playing at this place called, it was an auditorium in one of the colleges. So the first rock gig was me going to see them, and I was like, wow, maybe I should be one of that guy, the singer. And that was in my mind. And one fine day, I got a call saying like, would you like to audition for the band?
Wow, as a singer?
As a singer.
Okay.
It was like maybe a couple of years later. So, yeah, I went and sang, did my audition, because I was so familiar with all the songs. They were playing similar kind of music. So I sang some of the Iron Maiden songs, and I was in for the band. So that's
Superb.
how the music. I either wanted to be a cricket player, which was like I didn't have any godfathers, like
Right,
in cricket
yeah.
you need a godfather, like hey,
Yeah.
let him play here.
Yeah.
I didn't have that. So music and this was going along, and I started singing with the band, and
Right.
that started the whole.
But what was the first point of time? What was the first time that you actually picked up a guitar? And then how did that happen? So as you started singing then?
No, so when I was singing with the band, they were really good guitarists. So I was like, oh, why should I learn anything, because these guys are really good. And then Praful Menon,
Yes.
he used to play bass for us, and I was always pulled to this guy. This sound I like, the bass sound, not the guitar sound.
Right.
The bass sound I like.
Right.
Anyway, that's my only regret. I didn't learn how to play an instrument then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you learned it much later.
6 years ago.
Wow.
6-7 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's also testimony to the fact that you have never stopped learning.
Never. No chance.
Amazing.
Like there's always things to do, and if you think music is your life, and then you have to keep entertaining yourself with new things, or challenging yourself with new things and learning new things. Otherwise, you get stagnated and bored
Right.
with the same sound,
Yeah.
the same music.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I always like to try and do something else. You're smaller than music for sure. Like music is way bigger than you.
Right.
So you have to always, it makes you like modest. So you try to learn something which is so difficult for you, and that modesty kind of brings humility, and all that grounding will happen, and you learn, and it's really difficult to learn
Yeah.
in an instrument. So
Yeah.
you have to give it that time and do it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So the vocalist part happened when you then, like when you were in the band, and all of this was in Mysore.
Mysore mostly. Yeah.
Right.
But we used to come to Bangalore.
Right.
We would perform in Bangalore, Church Street. Then there's a place called 19 Church Street, a small venue.
Right.
We played there a couple of times. We did a really big show in Palace Grounds called the Rock Fusion. Big bands. Pentagram played, Shiva, some really huge bands played, and we were mentioned in this magazine called Rock Street Journal, RSJ.
So this was like between 93 to 95, if
Say 90 to 95. So around 95, the band kind of fizzled out. We used to imagine for a whole band, for a gig, we'd get about 3,000 to 5,000 rupees. And we had to hire the amplifiers to practice.
Right.
All that, and like practice all day, and all the charges, rental. We would never make any money. We would practice a whole day, then we had to get dinner or tea and all that. We really had no money for anything. So the band kind of fizzled out, and my dream was like, whoa, this is it. And I never want to let go of that feeling of me being part of music, and I just wanted to be part of music no matter what. That's when I started. There's a small bar called Royal Legacy in Mysore. I started playing there. They had a small cabin with a console, Ahuja mixer. I'd never seen that. Even to date, I've not seen that mixer. But it was a 3-channel mixer.
Right.
And cassette players and 1 CD player. So I said, I'd like to just come and play.
Of course, you knew how to operate the equipment, right?
Not really.
Okay. Right.
Just like I want to, like for me, it was me. See, the band is going to come back again. This is my feeling that the band will come back again.
Right.
In the meanwhile, I should practice. So how to practice to sing along with tapes? What best way to do it is go and play at some place which is where I can play the music and sing along, and at the same time entertain other people also.
Right.
The music which I like. Do you like it? Right? Good one, right?
Yeah.
Those things. So I started playing there on tapes.
Okay.
It was just for and it was a small pub. It was nothing to do with mixing, nothing at all.
Right.
And those days, Mysore had a lot of travelers from all over the world, a lot of foreigners.
Yeah.
And they would this is the only pub in Mysore those days. So all these people would come there, and they would give me tapes. I'd listen to Bjork way back in the 93 or something. I heard Bjork. Then one guy gave me a CD of drum and bass, and drum and bass is closest music to rock.
Yeah.
Electronically, that was which gave me the raw like energy, like
Right.
this is good. And this
Yeah.
was right then. And it was always there in my mind. This music I really like. So I left it at that. But I kept doing what I'm doing, like
Right.
learning, playing. What is
Right.
dance music? How do you arrange music? Which song will go after
Yeah, which one?
which one? That is the key. That's the most important thing in DJing.
Right.
There's nothing else more important than that. So that I learned on tapes. I didn't need to mix.
Yeah.
Just play this song is over and this song, and the mood or the energy doesn't go down. That was I was trying to
Right.
catch that while playing. I was watching the crowd. They should not feel, oh, there's something drop which has
There's a
happened over
dip.
here. So that's my Royal Legacy Mysore days.
From there, how did the shift to Bangalore happen? Like, when did you decide that now it's time to probably start spending a lot more time in Bangalore?
Yeah, so the thing is, as I said, I don't like to get saturated. And in Mysore, I felt saturated. 3-4 years I played, and
In Royal Legacy.
Royal Legacy, or even small gigs here and there.
Yeah.
Some hotel banquet hall, just playing New Year's Eve,
Right.
Valentine's Day, those gigs.
Right.
And I felt like this crowd is not for me. And
Right.
around that time, we used to visit Bangalore, and Bangalore was like way ahead of Mysore, right? So musically, people, the way they dress up, how people were like super casual and comfortable with themselves. So this was like, oh, this is a revelation for me. Like, oh my God, this was like New York to me. So that's when I decided to move to Bangalore.
Okay.
A friend of mine, her friend, he was designing his new bar called Waves in St. Mark's Road. So she said, like, my friend is a DJ, would you like get him a job here? So even before the pub was fully like done, I was already like took my bag and stuff, and I came off to Bangalore.
Superb. Okay.
Took my bike and just landed up here. The Waves was like a good one for me.
Yeah.
That kind of like fueled my fire more, because I was there for maybe for 6 months. I didn't know anybody in Bangalore. Everyone I knew, all the people I know in Bangalore
were people who used to come to Waves.
That is, when I got to Bangalore, I didn't know anybody.
Got it.
So I used to stay at the pub, stay with the waiters. After everyone's gone, I would sleep on the sofa, wake up in the morning and taking staff food.
Yeah.
Just lived like a whatever. Doesn't matter. All these things didn't matter to me.
Right.
For me, it was like my goals were certain goals that I had to like.
Yeah.
How to be good at what I do.
Yeah.
I stayed there. I did my thing, but they used to not pay on time. So there's no money and all that. All those things were going on. But then on the same time, I made so many friends, and one of my friends is still my best friend.
Right.
He lives in Goa now. His name is Faisal. He said, "Come home, stay with me." So I went and lived with him for like 6-7 years. 6 at least, 6 years. And it was just like, come. And without asking his parents nothing, just come now, he's going to stay with me. I would do the same thing. We both were similar in that sense. Like, if in Mysore also, like friends are more important to me.
Yeah. But how did parents deal with this with regard to you being in Bangalore and you going through?
So that's what happened. So that's what fueled my fire. I was going to say that. Around after 3-4 months, I was like, suddenly I felt like, shit, what am I doing here? I'm like, all my best friends and everybody's back home in Mysore. And I'm struggling over here. Nothing seems to be working out. And this is what I want to do. And I called my mom and like teared up and like, this is what I want to do. And I'm not able to do it. And my mom gave me a full pep talk.
Superb. Yeah.
You know who you are. You know whose son you are. Do it. You do it.
Yeah.
And I know you can do it. Beautiful. That kind of like really, okay, mom. I'll do it. Yeah. That Amazing. Really, I remember that phone call from the booth. Then I was like crying, and then I came out of the thing and like, now I'll show you. It was good actually. I felt that energy coming back. I was doing my thing. I was not looking where else can I go.
Right.
I just wanted to get people to like. I want people to say like, this guy is doing good music. So my only focus was to like play good music. All those things will happen later, like whatever. So I kept focusing on what I should play, how I should play this. And maybe I was different. I don't know, like I must have been different. So Anup was playing it time and again. He did even time and again reopened just then. I mean, they were open in '94 till about '96 or '97.
Right.
Then it shut down. Then they reopened again, and Anup was the resident DJ. It had just started, so somewhere on November, December, or October, maybe. He was going to Hyderabad to play for the New Year's Eve. So he said, like, can you cover up for me in time and again? I said, yeah, sure. I'll. And I'd never used the Denons. I'd never touched a turntable, never nothing. So he asked me, do you know how to do it? Right? I said, yeah, sure. Yeah. Of course I know how to do it. So because I knew how to arrange music, I knew which song went with what.
Yeah.
And I was good with, my counts are good. I know where my fours are, I know where my one is. I would cut mix without without setting the pitch.
Wow.
Without even knowing the cue.
Yeah.
Then one of the MDs of that place, he saw me play and oh, you don't know how to use this, right? He was a nice guy, Calvin Printer, his name is. He said you don't know how to play that, use this thing, right? And he showed me this is how you cue. What is cue? It's the beginning of a song.
Right.
Just simple things he taught me.
Yeah.
This is how you cue on this.
Yeah.
Then he told me this turntable. Similarly, you play put the needle. The records I was comfortable with playing the records, but I didn't know how to cue it.
Yeah.
So he said, okay, it's the first beat here. This is the first beat. Hear it. First beat.
Yeah.
This is what you do queuing over here. It's the same thing over here. You hold the beat over here. That's queuing for you here.
Right.
That's it. He just told me those two things. After that, I was there practicing all day. And by the time Anup came, Anup had lost his job. Sorry, Anup. I mean, it's like, would you like to continue playing here? I said, yeah, sure. Because, how well do you know Anup? And I said, I know him. Maybe we won't have him back. Anup was really hurt those days.
Right.
I mean, obviously, right? But man, if it's not me, they'll take somebody else. It's not like...
Right. And then I think you built a massive crowd following over there.
Time and again was where actual DJing started. Mixing, playing vinyl, mixing music. Those days in time and again, the afternoon discos were a huge thing. So all the college kids,
right? Yeah.
They would come, and it used to be really mad. So many of my friends from around that time. Now all of them have kids, and we used to have a blast. And it was almost all of us were growing together. I used to have long hair.
Yeah, I've seen the photos.
And and around 2:00, it's too hot. Take off my hair, bag, and it was too sleazy, but it worked those days.
But you're doing the afternoon shift as well as the night shift, and you're playing 5 days, 6 days.
Every day, it didn't matter. There was no offs and all. And I didn't want offs. The more I played, the more I learned. The more I played, so I'd practice as I said, the last gig I played at Middle Room.
Yeah.
The two records which I practiced on was Professional Widow and Magic Carpet Ride. These two records, I would pitch it up in different thing and try to get the pitch right and mix it and leave it.
Right.
And it has to be on point.
Yeah.
Every day I'd do the same records every day. If the gig was at 12:00, I'd be there at 9:30, 10. The 1 hour, 1.5 hours, I'd practice a lot and play the same thing again. And the music, the groove was in me. I didn't have to worry about that.
Right.
I knew the bars, where it's starting, where it's ending, everything I knew. And my intuitions towards no, okay, I'm going to mix here was a good call to mix there.
Yeah.
So time and again was a big up for me. And there I started making a lot of noise, as in people would talk about me. My friends now, who are married, they would say, from Mount, they would all come just to hear me, see me play.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me then? Telling me now. And I was I was doing a good job at time and again. And the whole community, the whole group of people would come. They were all friends, and we all knew what was coming and what music. And if I got some new songs, I would tell them in advance, this song is thing, I'll play it around here. And everyone's excited. It was all
Superb.
like, yeah, it was
Yeah.
really nice.
Nice.
Good set of people.
And then time and again closed. Because,
Time and again closed.
Yeah, there was
Around that, around that time was, you see, the thing is like, since I didn't like go looking for something, I was more focused on how good I can do my thing over here. The news had spread, like, and Nasir Bhai I got to hear, and like all those things. And then he called me, like, would you like to play? I was like, oh my God, it was like playing at the club, which was like,
yeah.
oh, because when I used to come from Mysore those days also, I been to the club once and I had seen Ivan play there.
Okay.
So this is what manifesting, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is damn cool. I want to do that thing.
Yeah. So the club was already open.
Yeah, it was open, not the Inferno. It was the hut. It was like a skating rink.
Right.
It was turned into a thing.
Yeah.
So I'd seen Ivan play there and all on vinyl and stuff, and I want to do this thing someday. So when I got to play there, it was like, whoa, see it, like I visualized it and then I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, actually this thing works, like I just have to put my mind into it and I can make it happen. So all of us, Asad, Bipin, myself and Ravi, we would play there. We would walk around with so much pride because we are club DJs now, right? Walk around town and like, hey, don't come close to me. We were really proud of ourselves.
Yeah.
Because we are the top DJs in the city.
Yeah.
That's why we're playing there. And we knew everybody. In those days, clubbing was such a community thing. We knew everybody. We would go there. Those days, Wednesday to Sunday, Wednesday to Saturday, people would go every day. Every day we would party till 5, 6 in the morning.
Right.
And all of us had that energy, and we were all that around the same age, and we knew everybody. It was one of the best times. And we played on the top of the top line of equipment, whatever was available around that time. We played on those equipment. The lighting was amazing for that period, for that time.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
99, 2000, and after that, we would get there at 12 o'clock. By then, Ravi would have started the warm-up sets.
Yeah.
1 o'clock would be the house music set. 1 to 1:30 or something. And we would drop it to hip-hop. From house, we would drop to hip-hop. And then from hip-hop, we would pick it up to progressive house music.
Yes.
And that would go until the wee hours of the morning,
Yeah.
like 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
And there was a basketball court there. So people would come. We'd all go together.
Yeah.
The whole crowd. There would be thousands of people, like mad crowd. Whoever likes house music would be on the floor, and the hip hop guys are on the
would be in the basketball
court playing. And then they would come. The other crowd would go. And then the last part was like mostly the trippy ones,
right?
Where Bipin used to play all the like the Tiesto types. Paul
that sound was big at that point of time. Yeah.
Paul Van Dyke and it was like a timetable of music, and we would fight for, like Asad, me and Bipin, we would fight for, because hip hop is where all the girls are there on the floor.
Right.
So like, oh man, today I want to, like, so then we would do like a lottery thing, like, pick an then we would say like, Bipin, you're so good at progressive house music, man. I don't have the music. Why don't you be fine? You can come and play a few songs with me when I'm playing hip hop. We would hang out together all the time.
Right.
They all come to Faisal's place, or we would all go to Bipin's place, and the DJ community was so nice and small, and like we would all hang out together and
very tight knit.
Very tight, yeah. Right after the club, we playing within town was a better option for DJs, because I mean the late after 11:30 everything was shut, so there's no after parties. So DJs would play from 9 to 11:30, the 2.5 hours of things. So I started playing more in town. Started playing at Sparks for a bit, and then Urban Edge was right next to Sparks. One day Anand poached me to, like, come on, you come and play at Urban Edge. So I was poached to Urban Edge, and then we're doing stuff. In Urban Edge, what interesting happened was, at the club, as I said, it was house music,
right,
and hip hop and progressive music, and there was a huge following for hip hop music. So there I told Anand, listen, why break it into, like, from house to hip hop, to limiting each music? Let's have hip hop one full night. We picked a Thursday night, we did hip hop night. that really took off. Like people were there, like a lot of Africans, a lot of hip hop. And that time hip hop was like a huge deal. And it really took off. And after that, everyone, even now, until the recent times, Thursdays was hip hop night in Bangalore.
In Bangalore, yes.
Because of what we did on at Urban Edge. That was that about Urban Edge, and like, and after that, I moved to 180 Proof. 180
Yeah.
Proof was the next gig I had, which was really nice also. And that kind of fitted because the Bangalore partying scene is people want to step out early. 7:30, 8 o'clock, people are already out having a drink. It's not unlike Bombay. When I go to Bombay, people are stepping out only at 10:30, 11 o'clock to go and party, and they have that 1.5 hours to party, and that's that. But people in Bangalore,
Starts much early.
much early, they like to be outside more longer in that
Yes.
in that space. So being in town worked because you still get to play 2.5 hours. Say at 9 o'clock people would come
Correct.
till 11:30 you'd play. So it still made sense for DJs to, and there was an audience at 9 o'clock because the audience would be at the club after all these things happen.
Right.
Club couldn't get moving after that. So being in town made more sense for DJs. And after that was Club X, which is like a club. During Club X time, again the timings were like opened up. So there again it was like 6 in the morning kind of situation. But Club X was good times as well.
Yeah. You're handling residency at Club X.
The open, like, I was the first guy there until for at least 1.5, 2 years I played. 1.5 years, me and Darshan is to assist me. Yeah, it was fun night. Good sound system, Martin audio sound system, really tight sound. The usual club kind of music.
Right.
The format was the same house music and drop it to hip hop, and then after Club X was Taika. By then I had saturated doing what I was doing already, the house music and the hip hop and everything.
Right.
I'm like, okay, but I still want to be part of music. So what do I do next? I start curating. While I'm playing, doing all these things in the background, I was curating the electro and techno and minimal music for all on vinyl, which I did that Monday nights at Taika.
Yes.
I started collecting music a year and a half before I was going to move. But again, the same thing was happening there as well. There were 4 DJs playing, and it's starting at 11:30. So everyone gets about 45 minutes to play. And I mean, what can you do now?
Right.
It's not even like a. So the one day, the boss of Taika, her name is Pat. She's a Thai lady.
Yeah.
Awesome lady. She's working with good bosses. Like they'll liberate you. They'll let you do what you want to do. That do it.
Super.
I'll back you up.
Yeah.
That's really important. So the best times I've had is at bars where
You have been given
the
the
bosses
creative freedom as well as they have empowered.
Yeah. So she said, like, what, you being such a popular DJ, you're like not pulling a crowd on Saturdays. One, 2 Saturday must have, like, on the weekend or month ends or something. So she came and told me that. I said, I can't do this, like 4 or 5 DJs playing in a night. I can't even play. I can't even establish myself. I can't even play anything I want. It's like some 5, 6 songs. What do I play? I said, give me a night. I'll show you what I can do. So she said, oh, really? What, you want a Friday night? You want a Saturday night? I said, like, and she was trying to like taunt me with that. I said, no, give me a Monday night. Also, I picked a night which is like completely dead because I didn't want anyone to come and ask me for anything. Monday night, I'm going to play my music. That's it. And I started playing those records, which I already had collected. Started with 3 people, 4 people, 5 people. It became an insane 600 people on a Monday.
Yeah.
People would drive from Chennai on a Sunday to be on a Monday and go back on Tuesday. Also, I have to give credit to like the sound system also, right? Taika had really great sound system. A good friend of mine called Vasi, Atomic Audio, he had put up a monstrous sound, like towering speakers. And the record sounded so blissful over there. I told Vasi, listen, I want you to come and tune. For Mondays, leave a patch for my night, Monday night patch.
Nice.
Because like I didn't want it to be like a house music patch where like the mids are a little up, and I curated the whole patch for myself. Like this is how I want it to sound.
Right.
So we sat like a couple of days and did the whole thing. And Mondays I started playing, and it built beautifully. And then I really like took every record was like, even before it would come to me, while I mean, those days you could listen to 1.5 minutes of music.
Yes.
I knew where I'd want to play it. I knew what reaction I wanted from people. Everything. So like when it came, I really knew like, okay, this is here, this here, and just 1-2 rounds of testing. I would just like make minor adjustments over there, and then it was set. So I really put a lot of effort into like how it should be arranged, and that really took people by surprise. Like, wow, we've never heard anything like this. The sound itself was super fresh.
Yeah.
I want to do something fresh for my city as well. As in, like, normally you go to any other bar, all your friends, DJs, they're all playing the same music that you play. Everyone's playing the same music. It was just getting boring for me. And so I wanted, if somebody came from out of town, they went to like 10 bars, they had to go to one bar which played different music. So that onus I took. I'm going to do that in my city. I'll have something interesting going on from now on.
And I think a very important part of this was that you believed that it would work, because this was great music that was stacked away in the crates. Then this night came, and then you're like, now I'm gonna start putting this out.
No, this was all planned, like I didn't want to start playing music. I had to play 1.5 hours of music. That much record I should have. So for that, I should have records more than 2 hours of music, so that I can concise it to 1.5 hours.
Correct.
So until then, I didn't want to play as well. So the moment I realized I have it, and I said, okay, I'm going to do this now. So I'm saying it took one year for me to like start curating what I want to listen, what kind of music I wanted to play. And a lot of research has gone. You can't suddenly say like, I'm going to change my style of music.
Right.
Even now you can say that, like, because there's music out there in front of you, and like so much music, you still can't do it.
Yeah, correct.
Because you should know how to arrange it.
Right.
There are like 10,000 songs over there.
Yeah.
What do you play after what? Arrangement is the key, and like I'm going to this thing through this podcast. I will keep repeating this over and over again, that arrangement is the key. Not arrangement in the key.
No,
arrangement is the key. So after around Taika, like the festivals started happening, Sunburn and Supersonic and all those things one by one started coming by, and like, because my sound is so fresh, I would play at all the festivals, and that thing happened around that time. And that was another 4 years of that. By then, slowly techno had like people started playing techno, and the sounds I started to hear more and more. I'm like, now I have to stop this. And my friends were like, please don't stop. I'll follow it. Don't stop, because we love what you do on a Monday night. And they were so hurt when I one day stopped playing. And I moved to Bacchus.
But was it because your heart wasn't in it, Vachan? Like, see, because I mean, generally what people do is they follow the norms, like when they build a community that really loves their music. At that point of time, did you not feel that, no, I should continue doing this, but then do something else as well?
I really wanted to stop. After Taika, I just wanted to stop for a bit. At that point, I don't know how it saturated, but I started listening to a lot of people playing that same sound. It became more and more like prevalent, like, and I was okay. I did my part for that part of like, the music has changed now. That's done. So I just wanted to like stop for a bit, and I wanted to move to a bar where I could play a variety of music, like crossover music, where I can play pop, I can play rock, I can play jazz, I can play funk, I can play anything, electronic, any kind of music. I just, the freedom to play, not even mixing, just playing songs, good songs, different. Again, arrangement of how do you arrange after playing a pop song to a funk song, to a jazz funk song, whatever, like just the whole curation of that whole set. How do you mix a range of music into one night?
Be genre independent, but music flow driven.
I wanted to do that, and also like around the time, I think Taika also was like on coming to a down low. There's mismanagement of money, and like payments are not happening, and like it started crumbling. Taika, Cosmo, all those things. So maybe like I felt like, oh, I think this won't last too long, and I wanted to go to a bar where I can do this. And this place I went and looked at, Bacchus, was a really small 100 people bar, 100 like a 100 cover bar.
Yes.
And I love small bars. I just wanted to like play there, and I didn't want to go and impose my kind of music. Also, maybe that also impose my techno music in that small bar. You know, like, and they were like they're starting as fresh. They had it was called Madira before, and they changed the name to Bacchus, and they
They've done a complete rebranding. Yes.
rebranding and positioning of the place and all. So I didn't want to impose again, like, you know, there are 100 places playing techno, and what's the difference now? You
Right.
know? So I want to play like a pub. I love we all grew up in pubs.
Yeah.
Used to love going to pubs and listening to different kind of music, and so I let it be a pub. Let's do some pub music. For 1 year I do that, and then we'll see how it goes from there. So 1 year, like, and first they asked me like what they couldn't understand what is crossover music. So I gave them a whole playlist of about 150 songs. So this is how it is. Now we played on shuffle,
Right.
and listened to it in the car, and they started loving like what
Wow.
kind of music I'd given
Right.
them. Like it was like all fresh sounds, fresh music, fresh kind of voices,
Yeah.
and they started like, oh, this is really interesting music. So I started playing that, and then on the same time I was like in my head, I went back to Royal Legacy, and like that guy had given me that CD,
Yeah.
and this is where I can do this bar. So I started curating that music, and I still like around in the sets, the last few songs, I'd play like a gentle drum and bass C, that
Nice.
breakish
Yeah.
beats,
Yeah.
slowly introducing
Right.
Prodigy,
Yeah.
slowly introducing Orbital, like a lot of different bands.
Yeah. Yeah.
Spoon, what else? Like there's so many interesting acts there on that time. So I would play a couple of songs just to like people to understand. Oh, it's in between all these things. It is not imposing on you. Like listen to like 1 hour
Right.
of this shit. And I would make it a point when I'm like playing that music, I would groove according to the music.
Right.
So if somebody's watching, somebody's observing, how do you enjoy this music?
Yeah.
They could look at me and
Right.
enjoy, understand how you could like, which are the beats you could follow. Bacchus is the place which really like liberated me from all like 4x4s. Like I'm like done, bye bye, and drum and bass started over there.
But did you have like a following conversion as well? Like people.
There was. So like whoever used to like come to Taika on a Monday, they like for the longest time, as it takes time to introduce that music again. The first,
Because it was a complete reset for them as
for
well,
them,
right?
and they would come 4-5 people. Like when you're starting a new night. So I didn't take a main night. I took Wednesday as the night, which was like completely dead. So I started playing, and slowly people are coming. You know, please, why don't you play that music, please? I said, no, you wait. Drum and bass is like really vast. The subgenres of drum and bass is like so much there. Some hard jump up. For like introducing a certain kind of music, you can't like play it hard. You have to like really ease it into them. So I planned all what do I play first and how do I like slowly introduce. Don't make it too complex. Don't make it too hard. Don't make it too dark. All those things. So there's a lot of planning had gone into it.
Right.
And it took maybe about 3-4 months later, slowly people started understanding. And one day we decided, again, my bosses at Bacchus were amazing. Like Meghna and Sridhar, they gave me full reins, do what you want. Like we are there. They also opened for mostly Meghna. Sridhar was like, oh, this is too much. I said, relax, Sridhar. You'll see what's going to happen. Meghna was fully supportive of the night. And after 3-4 months, we decided, okay, let's launch this night. Like really, like, so we called a lot of people, like, who were like the Bacchus patrons who was to come there.
Yeah,
so we have a night for you. You come. I called my sister. My sister's a dancer. So I said, I want one Yakshagana dancer, one Odissi dancer. So these two. Because I wanted to have like one very animated form of classical dance. One is very flowy. So that when they dance to this music, I want people to see that you can be animated, you can be graceful as this lady as well. I had planned this, and we had rehearsed it a couple of times, and then they came through the side entrance, and then they fully decked up, and they moved everybody to the mayor circle for themselves, and we played the couple of songs for them which we had already practiced, and people were like, and when they saw them dancing,
Yeah.
it's a classical dance. Anybody can dance. I mean, it's classical people can dance, Western people can dance, anybody can dance. They saw them, that kind of changed a lot of
Whole
people. Okay, like, you know,
perception. Yeah.
I can. This is the beat I have to hold on to. Like, it's not 3, 4. This is the beat.
Amazing. You're
This-
educating people
Yeah,
to dance.
yeah. This is the beat you hold on. Not like
Right.
it's not that one.
Yeah.
So you start dancing to that, and you slowly show them how to dance, like, you know, and then they figure out. You just show the basic groove,
Right. And
and
then
then
they
you
latch
do.
on.
They latch on, and then you do what you want. Once you know the beat, you do what you want after that.
Right.
From there, that Wednesday night, like, you know, started taking off, and it became really big. Of all places I've played at, Bacchus is my favorite one, because there I kind of liberated. I mean, I was slowly getting into, like, I was missing my rock music, and this is like amalgamation of
Yeah.
rock and electronic music.
Electronic.
It
And
was,
the bass.
and then
Yeah.
and then playing it was much more complex, and you had to be so much involved just DJing.
Right.
More than anything, it's no time for this.
Yeah.
You know, just there's so much time you have to
Yeah.
spend involved in this,
Of
and
course.
so much you could do. You
Right.
could do scratching. You could do, like, you know, like so
Yeah,
many,
like creativity wise, I mean, you could.
Yeah.
Superb.
So there, I kind of like had the most freedom playing, as in, like, I really enjoyed playing that music.
So post the drum and bass revolution that happened at Bacchus, then there was a shift that happened to Pebble. So how did this come into place?
So around that time in Bangalore, there was you needed entertainment license for people dancing, dance floor license, something like that.
Yes, it had come
no
in.
idea. So I guess Ali Bhai had it. So from Bacchus started going down because we couldn't sustain without dancing and all those things.
Right.
Bacchus took a big hit with footfalls and everything. So that's when I moved to Pebble. We took that music right there, and it just fit exactly the way it's supposed to.
Superb. Yeah.
So Pebble was a great 2 years of drum and bass. Was amazing. That used to be on a Thursday night.
Right.
Mad scenes, like 250 people, regulars, all known faces. They'd come. It also would excite me because, like, then every week I had to, like, curate something different.
Yeah.
You know, not play the same music. Add another 5-10 new songs. Surprise them with different mixing skills.
Yeah. Even the location and the vibe, I think,
was really good. Yeah. So also in Pebble, they had different. You could Pebble's such a huge venue. You can play wherever you want.
Yes.
Even there, I took a small, like, area,
Yes.
made it compact,
Yeah.
and
The covered area.
covered area, and it was like maybe about 100 people could fit in there.
Correct.
And focused, concentrate the sound in that area itself. And yeah, because smaller it is, more intimate, the sound is better, everything is better, the feel is better. And drum and bass especially is like a small room music with great sound system. Pebble was a great time again, and a lot of people still talk about those nights over there.
We noticed that you moved into 380 down and you started leaning heavily into funk. What drove this shift?
As usual, drum and bass for 4 years, and I've played festivals, I've played many years of that music, and I thought I should get something more to the city, some other style of music, and funk was like one of the other music which I grew up listening to. And I grew up listening to, like, my uncle is Biddu Appaya. Have you heard of Biddu Appaya? Kung Fu Fighting, Disco Divane, Kurbani.
Oh yeah,
It's all done by my
Biddu.
uncle. Biddu.
Yeah, he's known.
So he's my dad's cousin. So we grew up listening, and there's a lot of funk involved, and I used to love funk music, and then I want to do a curated set list of funk music. I curated music from the 70s to the new age funk. So that took some time. While I was doing Pebble and stuff, I was already preparing for this one. And I found a small room in the basement, this place called 380 Down. Fits about like 150 people. I started playing music there, funk music there. And that took off like huge as well, because the music nobody had heard that style of music, and it was very groovy. It was the tempo wouldn't go more than 110 BPM. That's it. And a lot of saxophone, a lot of funk guitar, a lot of bass, heavy bass, real snare tones. That really took off well as well. That went on for a year and a half. Funk and drum and bass always beats everything else for me.
Right. By this point of time, your crowd and people who followed you and the following you built, they already knew that you're a genre bending DJ. But where did the money aspect come into this? Because I think like even if at the venues that I'm looking that you targeted, like from Bacchus onwards, they're like intimate experiences that were more driven at like building, introducing people to a new sound as well as building a niche community.
Yeah.
So what was the money aspect in this? Like, why
the money is what I deserved. I asked for that money because it's not based on how many people are coming. That's why I was saying the bosses are hugely important in all these endeavors I did, right? Like whatever I started doing, he said, do you have the patience and the time and the money to do this?
Yeah.
And they all said yes.
Superb.
So that's how, like, and I knew heart of heart it'll happen sooner than not.
But somewhere along this trajectory of doing all these venues and multiple places, see, one thing is that you do have belief in an artist, that when you push out a particular sound, that it will be receptive and it will cause a change. But somewhere along the way, did you transition into becoming a better businessman as well from where you started?
No, I'm really bad with money.
Okay.
I've figured out a lifestyle. I don't want more than what I like. I don't want to set up a lifestyle which is more than I can. I mean, right now I can set up a lifestyle of having a bigger home or a bigger car or anything else, right? I don't want to do that. I want to set a lifestyle where it's very easy for me. I don't want more than what I have right now. And I work accordingly to that, to sustain that. During COVID, it really taught me a lot because of the lifestyle I was already trying to sustain. It didn't affect me that much. If I had set up a lifestyle which is like way beyond my limit, and then COVID hit, and there's no money coming in, and then there's like all these things you have to like fend for, then I would be really depressed. But I was okay during that time. Apart from me getting COVID really bad bout of it. I was going to die during COVID. I was really bad. 15 days I was in hospital.
Okay.
Bad one. But I came out strong and
I somewhere believe that's also the reason that you have managed to avoid some of the problems that like DJs in town face, such as delayed payments or all of that, because you have worked with great owners firstly, and second thing is that you have gotten your basics.
Also, I do fight for my money. Sometimes I can get pissed off when the deal is done. I accept to their terms, and they accept to my terms. I do my job. They better do their part of it. If they don't do, and if it goes on forever and ever, it really pisses me off. Sometimes I walked into a bar and threatened, like, I'm gonna like pull out all the cables if you don't pay me right now. I'm gonna distort this. I'm gonna disrupt the night.
Yeah.
If you don't pay me right now.
Yeah.
If it's gone on for 3 months, I'm never one to let go of because
course.
it's what I worked for.
And you put your heart and soul in it.
So I'm not one of those two, like, okay, it's fine. No.
Absolutely.
If you give me a word, I want you to stick by it because I stick by it. I'm not a business guy for sure. I'm really super bad with money. If somebody offers me, like, can you run this place for me and take on all the accounts and everything, I'll be like, no, thank you. Even though if I could like make a lot of money out of it, I'll be more stressed.
Yeah, I know. Your talent is somewhere else.
Yeah. Right. You're saying handling money is also a talent.
It is.
It is.
It is.
I guess,
It is.
It's a certain mindset. For me, money doesn't drive me. For me, music drives me further than money. Like more like interested in like what more could I do, like
Yeah.
music, how different can I be from somebody, how can I stand out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can stand out like having a flashy car,
Correct.
or I can do something musically
Exactly.
amazing then
Yeah.
and stand out that
influence
way.
people in a different way. Yeah.
I like to stand at the
Yeah.
latter.
So then you took the whole funk concept from 380 down, and then you shifted.
Yeah,
it
again,
to
380 down was
double-decker.
like kind of on, they're going through a transition period, and then my friend Lionel, he had opened up double decker, so I moved like how I moved drum and bass from Bacchus to
Pebble.
Pebble. I
Yeah.
moved drum and bass funk to 380 down to
Double-decker.
double decker.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful venue upstairs on the terrace, and it was nice, and there was a good following there as well. At least that stretched my funk period a little longer. Yeah, from there I moved to Nowhere in Sunday afternoons. I was doing Nowhere and things. So yeah, but right now the funk, it all depends on a room. I need like a small room, which is, and it's very hard to come by. So yeah, anyway, I'm looking for places and good bosses who understand
Absolutely, the value.
understand music and the value of it, and being patient and all the things.
Because I think funk is one of the genres which hasn't been really able to catch up or gain the attention.
Yeah, but also like it's not a funk is a very again acquired taste. Like it's not for everybody. It's mostly for older lot, mostly for people who have heard good music.
Right.
It's little more snooty than the other music. It's not like so easy to understand.
Yeah, but it's also like a very groovy.
It's groovy.
Yeah.
But like it, but it's more than the grooves. There's a lot of, I mean, grooves are hugely important.
Yes.
But the funk guitaring, the bass lines, and the brass sounds, all those things are really important as well. It's not like 4x4, which is like straightforward.
Correct.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's like more break beats of sorts. It's like it's more musical.
Right.
It's got more weight of music in it.
Yeah.
The instruments are played. Who was playing the instrument? They're all like really big guys. Like they're not some chintus who are playing music. So it's mostly for an older audience, and whoever like who has the patience to listen to it and give it some time. And once they get into it, once they understand it.
Yeah.
It's amazing that music is so rich.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So anyway, like you can't. It's not for like when I play music, even drum and bass. It was a very niche thing, and it grew because like people started understanding it, and then they got liberated from the 4x4s, like from the 120 BPMs to like let's go mental.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
So they got liberated eventually, by understanding the music.
So post double decker, of late you have been doing a lot more freelancing, and there are particular venues that you love to play at.
Yeah.
So out of these, which are your current favorites?
There hardly any venues which I'd like to go and play. Socials, Indranagar is one of the venues I'd like to play often. I like Sly Granny. This new place I played last week called Middle Room. They only play vinyl, and they really have a great sound system, and the vibes are really beautiful. Mostly, I've realized this every season, there's like a season, as in like every period, there's only 3 bars which I'd like to play at.
Right.
Always.
Yeah.
There's no more than that, because it's such a hard to come by thing for me, because everyone was trying to build a bars, like building it big, building it massive, all gaudy, large sound systems, like, and there's no acoustic treatment. It sounds loud and noisy. It's not controllable. Small venues and good sound, tight sound system, it's so easier to control the sound as well. I mean, to treat the walls also, it doesn't take too much money. Whereas this big monstrosity of bars, like they're so huge,
right?
It's uncontrollable.
Absolutely.
And I hate playing in this big bars.
Right.
I don't even want to go there, because I know how it sounds and how, I mean, it's mass media.
Let's talk about the promoter scene. How do you think it has evolved, like from the Taika days to today? Do you have good promoters who are pushing these sounds in Bangalore market and trying to carve out a niche?
I've never used a promoter for anything till date. It's all by me. Like I do want a promoter who doesn't know what kind of music, unless it's a freelance thing and there are many
Right.
other acts playing.
Yeah.
And out of that, I am one of them, and they're promoters there, and I don't even know who they are. I don't
But
care.
for the nights that you have curated, or-
No way. I just did it all by myself, and I really wanted to like do it by myself. Word of mouth, talk to people, come check it out. You come couple of times, you will not go back again without being completely impressed by the night.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not a big promoter. I liked Junket.
Yeah, Junket has been doing a good job for
Mike
quite
is
some
good.
time. Yeah, Mike is good.
He at least he understands music. He's got some sense of. He's got a good taste of music, and he understands. And his flyers and his artwork is really classy and nice. I like him. Other than that, like I don't know. Nothing comes to my head, and I'm not a big fan of promoters.
Right.
It's not like for the sake of an audience, you heard some cattle over there.
Coming to all the concerts and the big venues, as well as the festivals that you have played at, you have done Sunburn, you have done the Massive Weekenders, like which of all of these was your favorite?
I mean, Sunburn, the first Sunburn when I curated the drum and bass stage, it was called the Rabbit Hole.
Yeah.
I curated the whole three days of it. I got guys from all over the world, DJs from all over the world came and played.
This was in 2009.
9 maybe, yeah.
Yes.
That was a great thing. I was overwhelmed by like the one of the concerts I played. I opened for Prodigy when they came to Bangalore. It was insane, like for me to like be in the part of the same lineup as Prodigy, the greatest electronic band ever.
Yeah.
And when my sound check was happening, I I turn around and I see Keith Flint. Keith Flint, the like exotic looking frontman of Prodigy, and he was lurking like a wolf over there. Like I was like, oh my god, what do I say? I just like didn't say anything. I just walked away. I don't like to say hello to my heroes. Just leave them be heroes there only. And like, what's the point of going saying, great, big fan of you? Yeah, sure. Fuck off now. Yeah, that was great. And the concert was so mad. It was unbelievable. Like really, it was just one of the greatest concerts I've gone to.
So along all of this, now tell us, how did the band thing happen again?
Well, as everything happens, I got bored with. I didn't get bored. I thought like I'd need to add something more to my musical skill set. And I always wanted to learn an instrument, and I was always feeling bad, like shit. I haven't learned an instrument. I used to feel I used to have a complex. Oh my god, inferiority complex that I don't know an instrument. And all my friends are musicians and everything, and I couldn't communicate with them when it comes to an instrument. And I always wanted to learn the bass. But earlier in those days, they said like you have to first learn the acoustic guitar to learn the bass guitar. And I tried my hand on acoustic guitar, and I thought my fingers are it's too big. It's touching the other strings, so I'm not getting the clear tone. Tried a couple of times. Now I know it's all practice. But those days, like I tried, it's not happening. Boo, let it be. 6, 7 years or 8 years ago, somebody said like, you don't have to learn. You can learn bass by just learning bass. Don't have to learn the acoustic guitar. You don't need to learn a six-string guitar to learn a 4-string bass guitar. I'm like, really? Okay, let's do this. So I started. I went to a school, Natal School of Music.
Okay.
Just to learn the introduction of the instrument and what are the basic things. 4 months of that, and then I realized like to learn anything new, you don't say like I'm going to like give it 2 hours time every day, which is not possible, and you get bored as well because your early learning stages is like you learning the scales, you learning the keys, and like all just basic saregama. You have to keep playing playing that all the time. And it gets really boring. After like 15, 20 minutes, you realize like, you're like just doing it for the heck of it. So I realized like, I don't know what came into, maybe some book I read, something I saw. You just invest 15 minutes in short bursts.
Yeah.
Like you don't do 2 hours of like thing. You do split the 2 hours into 15 minutes of focused thing. That way I started learning. I started investing more time. That 15 minutes later on became 45 minutes to 1 hour because I wanted to. It's not because I
You're
set this
forced.
time. I set this time and I have to do this. And slowly I started learning. It started coming. The finger movements started happening. I could hear my tones, my notes playing clearly. All those things were starting happening. I'm like, oh my God, this is actually happening. I started learning a couple of songs here and there. Over a year, like the first year is like you're like a toddler. You know nothing, and for the like I'm like older than most of my musicians friends, but I'm in front of them. I was the bacha, because I'm just like a novice in this thing. Slowly I started learning things, and my drummer for the band Z Axis, it's his band. His name is Marcus Rodriguez. He lives in Mysore, and it's his band Z Axis. So he said there's something happening in Mysore, and I told him, okay, I'm learning the bass and all. Like, oh, well done, and all those things, and like, but everyone thinks like he won't give it the full length of it. Like he'll kind of at some point lose interest. He'll fall out of it. But I like it was another challenge for me. Like, oh, I'll show you guys. I'll show you again that manifestation. I'm visualizing
playing on
ahead.
stage.
I'm visualizing ahead of myself, and like I'm gonna get them. Like just close your eyes and imagine you're gonna be that person over there. And that was happening, and that fire was already building. Okay, I have to show these guys. I have to that I can. It's possible for me to do this. And he said like, do you want to like play for a gig? There's some decathlon opening in Mysore. You know, play for it. You will play bass for it. I said, he was just joking with me. I said, yeah, sure. He's like, what? I said, yeah, you give me the songs, I'll learn and I'll play. And that got us started to jam together. Again, Mark and me, and the guitarist, my friend Shashank, who lives in Mysore, who used to live in Mysore, now he lives in Bangalore. So we started jamming in Mysore. I used to go from here to Mysore, and then we would jam over there and like learn a few songs to play together and stuff.
Yeah.
That's how it all started. And then anyway, that decathlon thing didn't happen, but the band was already in flow.
Okay.
So back in the 90s, we used to play a lot of this metal, Pantera, Slayer, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Metallica, that vibe. But now this time around, the new avatar was, let's play a lot of grunge music, which is like kind of, nobody plays grunge music. Like Alice in Chains and Nirvana or Pearl Jam, the B-sides, not even the main songs, the B-sides of these bands, the grunge sound, like the drudgy, like that. I wanted a band to play that. Again, in bands, there are a lot of bands playing classic rock music.
Correct.
I wanted my band to do something different, which no other band is doing. So we changed the whole music around, and we started practicing more of that sound that we wanted to play.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, we did our first gig, and like
of course. Now it's been 4 years since
5 years now.
It's back together.
Yeah, 6 years, and then we've been performing every 2 months. We perform, and we love it. Though, like I sometimes I make a lot of mistakes. I mean, being critical of myself.
Yeah. No, I came and heard you perform at Guilt.
You did? Oh yeah, that was a long one. We decided, okay, we'll do a 3.5 hour concert.
Yeah.
By the end of it, all of us are tired. Even the crowd is tired. Like, oh, can you please finish it? And we are like, because we have prepared so many songs, we're like, let's play every song there is that we prepared. Over 45 songs we played that day.
Yeah.
And then we decided, oh my God, never. It was all me. Okay, let's show them what we got.
Yeah.
The range of our music. They said, yeah, okay. And then next thing they're saying like, please, let's not do this again. All the band members. But anyway, we did that concert. It was a good concert actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a good time, but we got tired. Even the crowd was tired. You could see the end of the night, the last 3-4 songs, crowd was also like, oh my God, I'm still playing.
Right. So now going forward, Vachan, like what do we see coming out from you in the next 3 to 5 years? Like, have you set any short-term goals, or is there anything that you'd want us to know?
In the next 5 years, for sure, I want to like do something, at least release an EP of 6 songs with my band.
Okay.
That takes a long time, that process takes a long time. But we have to get started, and we have to do this because I want my band's name to be out there in the scene, as in like I want us to do festivals, and we have a unique sound, so it'll do well.
Right.
For that, we need to put out our music, so
Yeah.
make some videos. I want to spend more time there. DJing wise, there is like, I mean, I can play any style of music, so it depends on.
Right.
And yeah, so the older it gets, like house music is now interesting me back again, because like I can play all my records, which I didn't play for a long time.
Yeah.
I can bring back all those records,
Right.
or even my electro and electronica and tech and techno night the record section.
Yes.
There's so much out there. I can bring out records and make it sound really fresh.
Fresh. Exactly.
I want to spend a lot of time here.
Right.
I want to like practice more often and get better at playing the instrument, and with my band, we want us to like put out an album for sure.
Yeah.
I hope I better do it fast before I get like really like old and like yeah.
But have you never thought of like getting into production on a DJing?
Yeah, no, that's another reason I wanted to be part of a band, because I want more influences. I don't want it to be like a pompous thing, saying
Right.
like it's my music. I'll put these things and together and make it something, and like it's my song.
Yeah.
I'd rather have 5 people saying like, you know what, that part is not happening. Let's move this around like this. Or I say like, I want more influences. So in a band,
Got it.
there's so many influences. The guitar is saying like, this part let's do. A drummer will have his own take. My bass guitar will have another, like,
Of course, and with the experience that all of you guys bring to the table.
Yeah. So I like that, the brotherhood, where like we take each other's influence, respect one another's influences, and make something out of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, it's difficult to control. Also, sometimes there are too many influences. Like,
Yeah.
also
correct.
to control that, it's all that
Separate
dynamic.
the
I like
noise.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that part of it really. So I like that process. Instead of me making something, I made one song with Colin. Remember
Okay.
Colin who passed away?
Yeah. He passed. Yeah.
It's called Skip Intro. The song.
Okay.
Check it out. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's a drum and bass.
We'll add a link over here.
Yeah. But sad, Colin passed away, and like
Okay, so ladies and gents, that's a complete walkthrough of what Vachan has done over the years. And now we are going to get into a very short section wherein we will be asking him certain targeted questions. Do you think Bangalore nightlife has become too promoter driven and not enough DJ driven?
I would think so, because like everything is like promoted. How much crowd can you get? I mean, it's not my job. Like, I play music. It's not like earlier days we used to actually do both of it.
Right.
Like we would have the crowd following with us, and we would do the thing as well. But now everything is so. How many people can you get? How many people can you bring? Who can we get as promoters? It's become like that. Also, the places I go and play, I'm very particular of. Whereas if somebody asks me like, can you come and play here? I'll say first I have to see the sound, see the place,
Yes.
see the sound, like sound system, and decide on what music I would like to play. In the meanwhile, in the interaction, I realize like who these people are.
Yeah.
Then I just like, okay, I'm not free. It's okay missing gigs like that,
Right.
You will have an audience of 250 people on one night, and next without a promoter, obviously it'll be like some actual 50 good people who have come for the music. It's not the 250. That 50 people can build into another 150 people, which is more carries more value than some random 250 people who have come there for.
Right.
for to be seen and just for a show. It depends on the bosses, right? Like
Yeah.
they have to realize like what, and half the bosses, they always listen to too many people. Too many people do this, do that. Oh yeah, you think I should do that, and everyone does try to do everything, and it gets all,
Of course.
it's like
jumbled up
yeah.
and all over the place. Yeah. Do you feel that the pressure to play what works has killed innovation in the DJ scene?
There's no pressure. Like the DJs themselves, they don't invest enough time. Very few DJs invest time into music. The easiest thing is to play what works. Most of them does that. Most of the DJs,
Yeah.
they think, okay, this will work. I'll just play this. It's like, let people enjoy, like, and then I'll have like a better, good set, and But half the DJs do not listen, do not program, do not curate any good music. They all play like the top of the charts, whatever is there, and
Right.
there's no organizing of like how to play what. As since the beginning of this podcast, I've been saying arrangement of music is the key. Nobody cares.
So when you walk into a venue nowadays,
I don't. I don't walk into a venue.
no, but like let's say, like I mean, over the last 6 months or 8 months, when you walked into a venue, right, and then do you read these things from a mile away?
100%, yeah. That's why I don't go out. Really, I'm seriously saying I do not step out. I wouldn't go to a random nightclub.
Right.
I only go to places where I know what's been played,
Yeah.
who's playing it, and like very few DJs I'd go and listen to that way.
Right. Yeah.
I hardly go out. I've not gone to many bars in the city where it's like everyone seems, oh, have you been to Bastion? Have you been to Kazi? Have you been to Sunburn? I've not been to any of these places. I don't want to go. I'd rather be in like my own small nook
Yeah.
bar,
Yeah.
and then I'm happy. Like, and a few DJs I like to go and listen to,
Right.
which I do once in a while.
There's a theory that nightlife in Bangalore peaked between the 2000s and the 2010s. Is this true, or are we just getting nostalgic?
No, it's a fact. It is a fact that music, say from 96 to 2010, and maybe like a couple of years after that, was a peak of Bangalore's robust nightlife, clubs, bars, music. It was just sound systems, the size of bars, everything was like the peak of peak. And the nightlife, what we've enjoyed, I don't think anyone will get to enjoy, and the people we enjoyed with, and the places, and yeah, it was just another experience.
Yeah.
It's sad that like it'll never come back, and even if it does come back, we are in no place to like do it again.
Or
We've
enjoy
done it.
Yeah.
We've done it. Now I hear like half the kids don't even want to drink, don't want to go to bars, and they're happy sitting at home and noodling away on their phone.
We know that you have built your name over decades, but today it feels like branding trumps talent. Okay. Do you feel that the industry has lost its patience for the slow burn?
Yeah, I think so too. Branding is like more important than music or anything else. It just is a mainstay. How many followers do you have on Instagram? Who cares? Like, as long as you play good music. But there's like more. I'd say like 75% of them go for branded things, like, and the other 25% who are there for the music. Still, thank God they're still there, and they're still open to listening to music. They understand how to listen to music and all those things. So there are people, and like people who want to go for the trend of branding, they can play there, and the niche DJs and the niche crowd can stay in the smaller venues and enjoy our music. Like, that's why I like playing in Sly Granny or Social or Middle Room or any other small bar, or Dolphins even. I'm glad there's like a separation, and there's that the riffraff go there, and the branding riffraffs, and then the other one, let's stay in our small areas and enjoy our.
Have you ever felt undervalued because you didn't play the social media game the way it could have been?
No, never.
Yeah.
I'd never let it bother me. I will like never in the future as well, because there are more things to do. Like I can't spend more time doing that. Then I'd rather spend more time on making something or playing or even practicing or even just looking at the guitar. I don't care. I don't want to get into that path of like,
And
putting
it
out
ties
like,
into your ethos as an artist.
yeah, I mean, like everyone's putting up a post just for the sake of putting up a post, like every day or every hour or every 30 seconds or whatnot. So it's such a waste of time, and you're just using your mind to like focus on something which is, and suddenly one day it's all gone because it's all digital. And in like 5-6 years ago, I lost all my photographs, all my friends, and everything which on Instagram and Facebook both at the same time. It got hacked. Vietnamese hackers, they try to hack into my account and see if there's any like credit card details or anything, and they didn't find anything. They put up a ISIS flag on my profile as my DP. Immediately, automatically it just got deleted, everything. So
Yeah.
then it was like, what happens then? Like, that didn't stop me from doing what I'm doing.
Right.
If you're banking only on that, then what would happen to you?
Yeah, you're right.
If you didn't focus on really making yourself as the better like
version of what you are as an artist.
Artist, music, play better music than everybody else. Let's just focus on more on that, just the presentation of things and how you can do it.
Do you think being a genre purist is respected anymore? Or does this industry reward compromise more now?
I don't understand when somebody's stuck to one side of music for years and years and years. It's just like, it's actually mind-numbing for me, like how is it even possible to like stick to one style of music and just play for years and years and years and years.
Yeah, because
I think there's nothing wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't understand that. I'd rather play different music or expose myself to different music, try different stuff.
Right.
Because that all those influences, when it comes together, it makes a different sound altogether.
Absolutely. And I think even that one genre would have stemmed or come out from, different influences, which is any genre of music that you take. So when you go down into the history and you read onto it, then you would explore more as an artist.
Totally. Like that's why I do like a rock night.
Yeah.
At Dolphins. What does it got to do with anything I do? Even in my house days, I used to like to play a lot of bass lines, heavy bass lines. It was like the most closest to rock influence for me. So everything was rock for me. Even when I buy drum and bass, there's like a rock influence there. Like whatever I'm picking it has to have some kind of like a rawness to it. I mean, if you listen to more music, you have more exposure towards, even what you pick also kind of changes.
Behind the decks, you have never been a hype DJ. Was that a conscious choice, or is it just who you are?
That's just who I am. I mean, the thing is like, so if you go back when I wanted to like start singing for the band, I saw the front man. I said like, I want to be part of that. When I was singing for the band, I was to be so shy that I would not even like be able to announce the next song. So then I realized like, this is not for me. This is like the front. I could sing, I could perform, but I was not very comfortable being the center of attraction.
Not a showman style.
So I want to like, okay, now I just slowly like creep away into the background, and I got behind the console. So one step behind console. Okay, I'm okay here. Yeah, you stay there. I'll play from here.
Yeah.
And then eventually, the instrument I've figured out what I had to play was also bass, which is way behind, next to the drummer.
Yeah.
Not right in front.
Right.
Let the guitarists and the singers do their thing, and I'll be in the background observing this and enjoying it as well.
Do you feel Bangalore nightlife respects its veterans, or do we celebrate fresh faces and we forget our pioneers?
I mean, I don't expect the new kids to know who I am, or they might have heard of me, or until they see me play, they've just heard of me. Once they see me play, there's another revelation. Oh my God, this is why this person is known for this or something like that.
Yeah.
every gig I go to, I carry my turntables, though it's like 50 kgs, like 25 each. My Pioneer decks are really heavy, and the flight case is another 10 kgs or something.
Yeah.
So I like carry it and go set up. I go early to nightclubs. I set up.
Yeah.
I want them to have that experience when they see like it's not like turning knobs. It's when I first saw Ivan play, how it inspired me to do. If I can inspire 10 people nowadays, the new kids,
Yeah.
and the old ones, we've all grown up together, and I've talked about things like I tell my co-DJs to do it this way, don't do that this way, this is easier, this is smarter, or whatever.
Right.
A lot of lessons being taught just in the exchange of things, that is there. Like now, right. I mean, somebody, like if they see something and they get inspired to do this in the future, which is it's great, and great for music.
Absolutely.
It's nothing to do with me because it has to be about music. It's the DJing thing also is like, because of the sync mixing and all those things, I'm like super irritated with that, and I hope it goes back into the old school way of thing, because DJing is really interesting. I mean, playing it right really exposes a lot of musicality in it.
Yeah, no, it's an art and it has to be treated like an art. What's one thing about the Bangalore scene that pisses you off that no one talks about?
Koramangala. Some areas they're not Bangalore anymore. I mean, the Bangalore days are over for those areas. There are very, very few areas which has that Bangalore in it,
Yeah.
Some areas you go, it's like, so, I mean, some of the streets on Koramangala is like the walking street in Pattaya or something.
You're right.
Which is never.
It's
Bangalore.
A sentiment that everyone echoes who's come on the Vic Fix, that, they absolutely.
I guess, I mean, I'm glad there are some areas where you can sit around and experience the Bangalore ways. Yeah. That's why I keep telling, come to Dolphins and experience that, because all the old Bangalore people come and we hang around there, and the old experience of how it used to be Bangalore. That middle room also is such a beautiful bar to go and really, it's like it takes you back in time, the Bangalore times.
Have you ever walked out of a venue, made gig, or refused to play at a venue because of how it was handled?
Yeah, I have actually done that. Many times, either the club didn't know what I do, and suddenly come and say, "Can you change the music into some Bollywood or anything?" With they clearly don't know what I do, and they've called me, and that's why I'm very particular about where I play, and I just want to know who they are and what their ideas of a bar is. So I've walked out and you didn't call me for this. You call your in-house DJ.
Yeah.
Let him play.
Yeah.
Let's end the night over there.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't care.
Yeah. But then you're not gone back on stage after that.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Pack up and leave. That's it.
No, I feel, it's important, firstly,
know your artist.
Yeah, exactly. As well as, I mean, even the artist needs to take a stand, right? It's very simple, it doesn't take that much.
I guess that comes over experience, and you have confidence over yourself, and but the new kids, I don't think they think if I do that, I'll never get a gig again. That fear is there. So I mean,
bang on.
It's all a growing part of it.
Bang on.
I can do it. They can't do it. So years of playing, it comes to you. I mean, correct. So then you can do whatever you want. I mean, you can take a call whether you want to do it or not.
Are crowds harder to read now than they were 20 years ago, or are they just more distracted?
For sure, crowds super distracted. The attention span is 30 seconds. But reading the crowd, I mean, if you're doing, you still can hold them off. You can still, if you know exactly what you're doing, and you're prepared, and your mixes are made in such a way that they don't have time to you just keep it so compact and so tight that they don't have a choice to get distracted.
Yeah.
So you prepare nowadays. Sometimes when I do drum and bass, I love it because I just go berserk. They don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
and then there's like changes happening, and then like the bass lines coming, and like too many things going on.
No breathing space
Yeah.
in between. Yeah.
So I love doing that to just like just frazzle them out. Like,
Yeah.
it's, yeah, I mean,
So, Vachan, you have lasted 3 decades in an industry that's been known for its burnout. Okay. What practices have kept you sane and kept you sharp and kept you focused?
switching the styles of music,
And never getting saturated with your own
never
music.
getting bored.
Yeah.
The whole process of curating it, collecting music, all the process of that whole, it takes about 6 months if it's good, or to a year, to like gather all this sounds that you want to play, and you prepare when and how you want to play. It's not just put it out there. When you play the first song, you know the 10th song, what you're going to do, and then how you want to build the night, what you're going to play at the later part, all that, like the whole thought. It's not just collecting music, how you play, where you play, what you play, and how you want them to dance, how you want them to, at this point I want them to be like really frenzy. This time I want to like bring it down, I want them to calm down, because I don't want them to like just burn out.
Yeah.
Then again I'll pick it up, and all those things. So all the arrangement of music
Right.
is all that, putting that thought into it has
Yeah.
kept me like fresh, and
Super.
it's just feel how I feel. And
Yeah.
I imagine if I was in the audience, if this happened, how would I feel? It's
Yeah.
all my feel. I want my feel to percolate to them.
Yeah.
And if I can do that, if I can give them that feeling, then I've done a good job. In which part of the song you start mixing,
Yeah.
how long you mix, is it a
Yeah.
long mix, the short mix?
Hmm.
Where do you use your filter? Where do you cut off anything? All those
Right.
things, all
Yeah.
planned and played.
So, Vachan, before we wind down, we know that you have subconsciously mentored a lot of DJs, like over the years. And there have been some brilliant turnouts and brilliant DJs that have come into Bangalore nightlife as a part of that. But if there's any advice that you'd like to give out to the younger generation of DJs that
Yeah.
are currently out there, what would you like to say?
My first advice would be wherever you have to be on time. It has time. You respect time. You respect yourself. You respect other people's time, and you go a long way. So it's the most important thing there is to like in life, like being there on time, and always respect your time. Don't allow people to like take your time for granted, or you take their time for granted. That one basic first principle I always follow by. And when it comes to music, the one thing I want to tell is like, please do not use sync mixing. If you want to get further ahead in DJing, sync mixing is the worst thing to do, because what happens in sync mixing is like the flow of things gets regulated. Everything sounds the same. Everything, there's like when you actually mix, you can change the dynamics of the music. You can like there's so many things you can do while actually when you're mixing music. When you sync mix it, no, everything is regulated. Everything sounds the same. It might be in different scales, different keys, whatever, but it'll sound the same. That one thing, like and mixing is the easiest skill when it comes to DJing, and people don't want to do that. The most easiest mixing is damn simple. The difficult part is arrangement of music. What do you play after what, and how you want the soundscape to go. That is the difficult part in your set. Mixing is very easy, and people don't even want to do that. And everything sounds the same. Like, and now I hear like kids playing good music, but there's the next song is something else. The songs are good, but
There's no flow. Yeah.
it's played random.
Bang on.
It's so random then that like, oh, this kid is playing good music, and the next song you hear is like, now I know, sync mixing. Well, there's nothing to do. It'll mix, and the end result is like pop down, or completely like changing the whole feel of things just in one song.
Yeah.
So learn how to like do actual pitch mixing. Don't use sync. It will take you a long way.
Yeah.
And focus on how to arrange music. What do you play? Spend more time there than anything else, and give it some time.
Yeah.
It'll take you a long way.
Right.
That's my advice to all the new generation of DJs.
Superb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also another thing is like, don't waste time saying goodbye after parties. You just leave. I just leave. I don't say like suddenly I'm gone. I've disappeared. Then like, so where's he? Oh, he left long time back.
Yeah.
Don't waste time there.
Get back to the studio and get back to music.
Yeah, get back or go back home and sleep. Or just like, bro, stay one more drink, bro. Come on, one drink.
It never stops at that.
Never stops, and if you're gone for 45 minutes, nobody knows that you've gone.
Right.
That means you're
exactly. So, yeah.
So don't say goodbyes. You will save so much time in life. So much.
Amazing. Vachan, it's been an absolute pleasure and honor to have you. You're
welcome.
Such a great chat. And, you have consistently, defined the soundscape of Bangalore nightlife. You have brought in new genres. You have educated people. And you're a true rock in standing true to what he believes in and not wavering or bowing down to people's requests, or, like how you mentioned that, they were fans who wanted you to continue playing that genre of music. But the beauty of it is that you took them along and you introduced them to a new sound. That's what a true artist does, and our heart goes out to you. Thank you so much. Please don't stop innovating. And
sure.
You are one person, I think, who can consistently keep Bangalore ahead of the trends and ahead of the curve.
I hope so.
So we respect you for that, and we want you to continue doing.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.